Hi, thank you for joining me here. Today, I want to share our story how to A/B test for real line services. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kwang-yeol Yu, and I'm a data engineer in data science team. I had joined the line about 3 years ago, and now I'm focusing on building a fast data analytics platform for data scientists. Today, I want to talk to you about A/B test and Libra report. Libra report is one of the major components for A/B test in line. With it, we can do more A/B tests with less effort. Okay, let's start from what A/B test is. Even A/B test is one of the most popular tools for data-driven decision making. So some of you may not have experience with that. So I will do very quick introduction. This slide came from KDD tutorial this year. Let's suppose your team has developed a new feature called X. How we do test the new feature? First of all, randomly assign users to two variants, control and treatment group. Users in treatment group experience the new feature X, and even though users in control group experience the same as usual. Then we collect activity logs from control and treatment group. Then compare metric, and finally determine the winner. That's all. That A/B test is quite simple to understand. Because A/B tests are the best scientific way to prove causality and easy to understand, most of the internet business players understood that. So what should we consider to do A/B test at line scale? We have daily 100 million active users, and our end users environment is a wide variety. Uh, we should consider their countries, and client OS version, and our application versions. Line also has many services. Line has Messenger, Pay, Manga, Music, and other big services, and they deliver new features day by day. Consequently, we have to store and process large-scale log data. And to make complex metrics, we should operate powerful complex data pipeline. In general, data scientists design a test and monitor this and make a final decision to finish it. They are skilled at this, but we also met some issues. Uh, sorry. Assigning users randomly is a big deal. Actually, we have to deal with great care because tests are useless if target users are biased. The process of selection, extraction, and applying of target users are easy to make human errors. And new features cause making new metrics or refining existing ones. In most cases, we have to make queries very quickly. Changing metrics also cause updating our data pipeline. Preparing a dashboard is a big deal too. From a data scientist perspective, A/B test had some obstacles to scale. Data scientists put lots of effort into controlling the overall test. It consumes their most important resource, time. So it's hard to carry out several A/B tests consequently. Test conditions were delivered via wiki, email, Slack channels, or Jira. They were hard to track and to automate the process. Furthermore, the codes were hard to reuse and share. So we built and expand our systems for A/B tests. Central Dogma is a configuration deployment system. We can update billions line apps immediately with different configurations. Libra is a A/B test management system. It is integrated with Central Dogma to update target users' A/B test configurations. When we define some rules for an A/B test, they were delivered to the target millions or 100 million users via central dogma. Libra report is a member of Libra family, and today's main topic. Libra report is a Libra report collect target users activity log and calculate metrics. And it also generates dashboard for each task. Central Dogma is published as an open source project, and Libra has been introduced Dev Day last year. Today, I will share more about Libra report. The key role of the Libra report is managing metrics. The core of Libra report is Apache Airflow, a programmable workflow engine. Libra report creates dynamic DAG using Airflow automatically. Airflow checks Libra to get test metadata, such as which tests are running and what countries are affected, how much users will be targeted. And we also prepare Hive SQL and R-Script to calculate metrics. They are stored in GitHub repository, and they were loaded and executed by Airflow using clickstream and service log. The results are stored in the dashboard database and served by API server to be shown on Libra report dashboard. Let's see more details. That's metadata. An image on the left-hand side is sample screenshot of the Libra. In this case, target users are chunked into two groups, and each task group has 50 slots. The group C has 200 to 249 slots, and group T has slots 250 to 199. Target countries are Japan, Thailand, and Taiwan. Right-hand side are configurations and Hive SQL that will be loaded by Airflow. At the screenshot, we calculate the metric launch, and launch depends on dependency privacy filtered user Hive table with day partition. If dependencies are met, Airflow executes launch SQL with Hive operator. This image is a part of dynamic DAG for one A/B test. In the real environment, data dependencies are complex. All data we use is checked users' privacy policy agreement too. We use various metrics for each test. After calculating metrics, it also checks some basic statistics like p-value and lift. Sometimes we need to change some logic to calculate metrics in the middle of the test. Then we can use Airflow backfill to rerun the whole process without additional effort. After the processing metrics, Libra report deploy a dashboard like this for data scientists, service planner, and service developers. You can find some charts and statistics. Yeah, we are on the last page. Through A/B test, we can ensure line services make more user values. Using A/B test systems, we can do more A/B tests with less effort. Data scientists are expensive to hire, They can do more with proper tools like Libra report. Thank you.